We've just had an explosion on board. It's torn the inside of the boat apart. It happened about half an hour ago. I've just stopped shaking. I'm talking major explosion. I came over to the boat today to do some work and hopped on board, opened everything up, put the kettle on to make a cup of tea, came outside to check the mooring lines, went to walk inside and kaboom. The biggest flame you've ever seen, smoke. I managed to get inside after the flames had stopped, switch the battery switch off, get fire extinguishers. Frightening. Frightening. I'm alright. I'm a bit singed on my left hand side. In shock. It's just unbelievable what's happened. You should see downstairs. I'll take you for a walk in a minute. The neighbouring boats brought me over some tea and banana. Oh, they're lovely people. But so yeah, explosion. I got a bit emotional just then. I don't know, it's funny when adrenaline and shock and everything hits, you get a bit emotional. So, calm down a bit now. Just about to go and check out the extent of the damage. It's major. We're not going anywhere for a while. It's major. Hopefully no bulkheads have delaminated from the hull and she's not taking on water. I've just got to do a full assessment now and make sure everything's okay to turn the battery switch on so that we've got bilge pumps. I've turned the gas off at the bottles. You never want to go through this. It's just incredible. The amount of flame, they heard a fella rang from onshore. He heard it in his house. Yeah, pretty emotional right now. I don't get emotional, but yeah, so lucky to be alive. So lucky. Anyway, I'll catch you a bit later. I just went to make a cup of coffee and the boat blew up. Everything, it's just torn the floor, ripped the floor out. Look at this. Just torn the floor out of the boat, lifted everything, all the cupboard doors are off. It's just lifted everything, it's torn the table off. It's just unbelievable what just happened. I'm alright, but it's just ripped the whole boat apart. That used to be on the floor, it's just alright. It's unbelievable. Look, it's just shattered all the timbers. The whole boat is just ripped apart. Look down there. Unreal. But it's just everything's ripped apart, the whole boat. The cupboard just torn out. Still in shock. Everything's ripped apart. So friends came over, or they're friends now. They came over from the neighbouring boat there. They came over from Veritas, Jazz and Mark, straight away as soon as they heard the explosion. And then Gary's come over, he's a fireman, just to check things. Really appreciate it. They bought me some tea and banana. So we've got the all clear from Gary. He's a fireman. He's assessed it and there's no risk of fire at the moment. The explosion blew the compass off the compass binnacle. It blew all the lid off this box. The pieces were all out in the ocean. We've collected them. And all around now. It blew the butterfly hatch off its mounts. That thing weighs about 100 kilos. It's just unbelievable, the damage. The barometer didn't make it. Ended up in 4 pieces. This door was closed and it's actually blown a piece out of the door jamb. That's really hard to open usually, and that just blew open. Everything in here has that was all neatly piled and stacked, and everything in there was neat, and it's just blown things apart. It's just blown the door out of the back. There's a door right down the back there that's been blown out. Look, these doors have been blown out. There's oil everywhere because one of these containers of oil blew up. It's actually ripped the Laminex up there, blown all that apart, blown the drawers out. Yeah, there's just bits of teak that's smashed up here everywhere. Bits of broken teak, frames, blown apart. Another bit of teak here. Don't even know where these pieces came from. It's just blown everything up. Every door, every single thing. So lucky. And there's oil automatic transmission fluid everywhere because it's on the ceiling. This bottle of automatic transmission fluid here lost its lid, and just the cupboard's blown off that. And yeah, this is where the main explosion was. Up forward here. That's where the gas must have been accumulating. So it's time to, the table's been blown off. Yeah, it's time to start cleaning up. Oil everywhere. Everywhere. Scary. I'd never seen these 2 panels here before. I was just trying to work out where they're from. They were the side panels for the aft stateroom here. They've just been blown off. There's panels everywhere up there. Just bits everywhere. This battery box, there's the lid for the battery box is way over here. Frightening. So anyway, back to it. Managed to get the stairs back. The companionway steps are back in. I'm going through getting all the oil off the floor. I had 4 litres of ATF blow up. yeah, I'm just making my way through, so I'm up to there and we've got a floor back. I don't even know what this piece is. I don't even know where this comes from. I mean, it's a door of something, and I don't know where it belongs. I'm sure I'll find its home sooner or later. Don't even know where it belongs. I'm just slowly putting everything together. But there's an example. That's how high it lifted this whole structure, the whole settee. Got lifted 2 inches at least up and put back down again, so there's big gaps everywhere. Yeah, just look at that. I found the lid off the oil container, or 80th container, so that landed there and it started life. Down under there. Unreal. It even blew the glass out of a pressure gauge. Just blew the glass out of it. Actually torn the frame off this whole door out of the bulkhead. That's the door back to the lazarette. Just ripped it out of the wall, and all the gearing, everything's exposed now, so at least I know how to get access to all my wiring, so I can tidy it up. So that's a bonus. I can check all this, so it's a good thing it's come out of it. I now can get access to everything to check it all. It's blown a big hole up there on the other side. That hole's not usually there. Haven't even checked in there yet to see any damage. But about an hour into it now, checking everything, everything's blown apart. Not one cupboard is not blown apart. Alright, quick update. Gas leak on board. I was making a cup of tea, went outside to check everything, and kaboom, up she went. No injuries, a minor burn on me. I was the only one on board, and everything is okay. A lot of work to do to get it back to ship shape, but nothing major. Thanks for all your concerns. Cheers. I've just taken the first load of stuff off the boat, ready for the rebuild. It's been a week now, and sort of resigned myself to the fact that it's happened, and we've got to empty the boat and then get ready for the next step. So this is load number 1 off the boat. This is all our diving gear and bits and pieces.